Alright, so there's a big bush right there and it chokes up here. Can't really tell from here, but and then it gets bigger over there again in a ways. So I'm going to make a marten set in here, and I thought I'll show how I make my tip-up sets. So got everything I need in here. The pot is going to be the cubby, my lure, trap, pliers, a piece of string, and the wire down there, and jackfish head for bait. So we'll go in here and find a good spot and get the camera set up and make. Okay, so I found the spot where I'm going to make my set. So the first thing I'm going to do is dump all my stuff out of here and get a couple pieces of wire and wire this pot to the tree nice and solid. I use screws sometimes and screw it to the tree, but I forgot my driver at home for the screws, so can't do that this trip. A couple pieces of wire. And this pot's got lots of holes in the back, so just pick whichever ones. Good. This is a hill here. Maybe right there. Wire it up nice and tight. Now another piece in the bottom. And my wire's too short. So I'll use that piece of shorter wire to attach the trap to the tip-up pole. Tighten it up nice and tight too. That's nice and solid. Okay, next I'll use this piece of wire to wire the. Nah, it's pretty long. Got a shorter piece. Wire the bait in the back. I always wire my bait in so they don't come and grab the bait, back out with it and into the trap and have the bait in the trap, and maybe they get away. Just using jackfish heads today. It's nice, it's warm out, so I'm not using any loud bait. That in there, twist it around so it's wired in there, and break my wire. Well, this is what happens when you record. If I wasn't recording, everything will go as planned. wire this up again. Try not to kink the wire this time so it breaks. Okay, so now bait's wired in the pot. We'll give it some lure. This is just lure I make up myself. Skunk and rotten fish. And Vaseline, I think, in here. Pretty skunky smelling. Put that in there. Now the tip up part. I cut alder down. I don't know, it's maybe 10-12 feet long. So I just kind of figure out where we want it. Want it right there, and then tie the tree up where you want it to fall. So I don't know if this is in the camera or not, but here's this. Should work. Now we set the trap. And where did my spare piece of wire go? It's hiding now. Oh, here it is. Okay. This one's a 120 LDL. They seem to be good traps, except for the crappy little piece of chain they put on them, so I've made double swivels on most of them now. Some don't have yet. Set it. And I always put the trigger on the bottom, just no real reason, I don't think, just the way I do it. Hold them up so they fit in there. Good. Fit in there good, I said. And my wire now. Bring my pole down. And wire this up to the pole. Sometimes they do jump out at you, so you kind of got to be careful here. See if this one will stay put. Yeah, it is. So that's about it. It's a little twisted because of the wire. That's one thing when you use screws, the pots stay straight, they don't twist. And now I'll find this will work. This will put in front here, so I don't know if that's necessary, but get their feet up on so they can look in there. There's something better back here. There's the set. So when a marten comes along, it'll snap the trap and get caught and be up in the air. That's how I make my marten sets. A little bit more work than just hanging them in the pot on a tree, but the marten around here seem to get pretty lazy sometimes and run around the bottom of the tree, and that's all they do. So I get a lot less refusals like this. Not saying I still don't get some, but quite a few less. Alright. So we're back at our marten set we set yesterday, our flip up, and it's worked perfectly. We got a nice, big, beautiful, exotic marten, the striped variety, otherwise known as a skunk. There it is, and it's a little smelly. But as you can see, it's hanging up nice and high off the ground. Now I gotta get it out of here. Bait's still in the pot back in there. So I'll get this thing out and we make the set. Well guys, out checking a few sets this morning, and there's the first marten of the year. Looks like a female, not a very big one. Yeah, hanging up nice and high. Got to be 6 feet off the ground, so I'll get this trap changed and go on to the next set. Don't have very many out, but oh, the bait's still in there, so yeah, there's number one.